Stu, Everton are next up at St James's Park. I mean, it's been 3 years since they won a Saturday home game in the Premier League with 3 o'clock kick-off. Can you see that changing on Saturday against Everton?
I think a lot depends on how Everton react to the events of the last week. Losing in the FA Cup in the week has been a big body blow for them, and they're well out of the reckoning for Europe. So it'll be interesting to see if David Moyes can lift them up for Saturday. If they can't, they'll be there for the taking.
I mean, you know that patch, better than most people. I mean, what do you think the Everton fans will be thinking going into this one? Dreading it? Because they haven't got a great record up here.
No, I think they will be dreading it. I think they'll be dreading the rest of the season, really, because it's been well below their standards in the last few years.
Yeah, and Fellaini's going to be out for the rest of the season, which is right. It's probably a plus for the Newcastle fans.
Well, and Cahill's out as well, so they're going to be pretty light in midfield. It's a good time to be playing Everton, I would have thought.
Yeah, but Beckford, I think he's definitely a player that Chris Hughton wanted to sign. He hasn't done too badly for Everton. He's banged a couple in, but we've also got Leon Best, who I think is a similar sort of player.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the shootout between them two is like.
Well, if the shootout takes place, Beckford got dropped last night for turning up late to the game.
So that's why I'm talking to you.
Exactly. So it'd be interesting to see if he's back in the fold, and if he is, he'll obviously want to prove to Newcastle that he was worth the money they were haggling over.
And Leon Best, Leon
Best
had a bit of stick at the start of the season. But he seems to have turned around 5 goals in 8 starts. I mean, to be fair, he wasn't convincing last season. I mean, let's get that straight.
No. I mean, he hadn't been convincing at all until the West Ham game, really. But he's really built on that, and he's proved it wasn't a flash in the pan. He was very good against Bolton on Saturday. Probably, I think Ryder said it was his best performance for Newcastle so far. Hard to argue, really. He's doing the business, and he'll have to keep doing it with Shola Amiobi coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Shola and you've got Lovenkrands in the mix, and Niall Ranger, who just can't seem to buy a goal almost. But all of them together don't seem to be an effective replacement for Andy Carroll. Would you agree with that? Or?
Yeah, I think Andy Carroll's a class player, and to be honest, the only way you're going to be able to replace him is with a big money signing in the transfer market. But for now, it's a case of muddling through, and they're doing a decent enough job.
And for Alan Pardew, it's been a really good start to his managerial career. I mean, he came in with expectations pretty low, but he's actually managed to turn it around with his own sort of management style. Well,
I mean, if you look at his record, I think he's now won 5, drawn 4, lost 4. It's pretty similar to the record before he came in this season. He's carried things on quite well. I think the big thing for him, the big question mark, was always going to be if he could carry the dressing room with him, and he certainly looks to have done that.
And of that game against Bolton last week, I mean, Newcastle probably, they were in a position where they could have went on and won it, but the Ryan Taylor thing turned everything round.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, from that position, it was a well-earned point, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens on Saturday. Yeah.